Mike Johnson becoming Speaker of the House in line to the president, one of the most important jobs in all of American government and the top Republican in government, was a surprise to just about everyone, including, as best we can tell, Mike Johnson. He had to rush into the spot, get the gavel, and the normal traditional vetting that both parties always do didn't happen basically till after he took power because of the messy, chaotic process that was so painful, Republicans just wanted over. Now we continue to learn about Johnson's record, what he stood for, what he did. We don't know if they're so bought into this now they have to defend it, but it might have affected him had they had a more traditional vetting process. But he has called for criminalizing sex. Now, just think about that. Do you want to live in a country where sex or certain types of sex are criminalized? For him, it was an anti-gay thing, but if the government's going down that road, you can imagine it goes all sorts of ways, and it could be a theocracy. He worked with a group that was also pushing this basically discredited theory about converting people, that you could somehow tell them not to be who they choose to be, which is pretty anti-freedom, among other things. Now, some of these comments do date back many years, but some of his other views continue to spark controversy right now. Within the last month, Johnson told a Christian radio host that something that makes America, quote, almost irredeemable has to do with who young people love. Take a listen.
The culture is so dark and depraved that it almost seems irredeemable at this point. The church attendance in America dropped below 50% for the first time in our history since they began to measure the data. 1 in 4 high school students identifies as something other than straight. We're losing the country.
That's what he thinks is the biggest problem in America. You can decide whether you agree. The fact that some people, 1 out of 4 or however many, don't identify as straight, to him makes America, the country we live in, almost, quote, irredeemable. He's also tied to a Christian publisher that talks about the idea that, a discredited, of course, anti-science idea that different things like monkeypox are actually a, quote, penalty for being gay, as Politico put it. Obama was, quote, rumored to be the Antichrist, said the same group. Now, Johnson's office, I want to be clear, they're saying that he does not support all of that particular publisher's views. They also say that he is reconsidering certain associations in his new role as Speaker. That may be a PR response. The larger questions are what the Republican Party stands for and whether this is what they meant to endorse. Now, we're going to fit in a break, but we have something really special coming up, including the heat on a Republican